Hello everyone, this is Udbhavi and we are at the third edition of the DH Bengaluru 2040 Summit. Today I have with me Dr. Sudarshan Ballal, who is the chairman of the Manipal Hospitals. So very quickly, Doctor, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Mainly the biggest concern that, when we talk about the advancement of technology and AI, a big problem that people always think about is privacy concerns, or how do we protect patient data. What do you have to say about that, Doctor?
I think it's a genuine concern, and we all should be genuinely concerned. I think confidentiality and privacy is the key in any medical care. And I was at a conclave with the IT/BT minister some time ago, and 90% of the questions that were asked of him were the same thing about how do we prevent confidentiality. I think there are ways and means. I think the government, the hospitals, and the tech companies together should work on this, and it is happening, and there are very stringent rules for breaching privileges, and both with a carrot and stick attitude, I'm sure this will happen in the future. There will always be some hacking of the systems that happens with everything, but we do hope to minimize that.
I also wanted to ask you, when you said that a majority of the cases in India today are non-communicable diseases, but when it comes to treatment of non-communicable diseases, hypertension, diabetes, the treatment costs usually are quite expensive for a major chunk of the population. What are some of the definitive steps that we can take to bridge that gap and make it more accessible, more affordable?
In fact, you in the press have a very major role in preventing disease. If you carry the message of lifestyle modifications very early in life, lifestyle modifications have to be starting very early in life, from childhood. It has to be started in kindergarten schools because of the diet we have, and then of course people getting into smoking, too much of salt, too much of sugar, too much of stress, so on and so forth. That's what leads to diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, so on and so forth. So if you start very early, many of these diseases are totally preventable, and if it's preventable, it's not expensive to manage. So I think prevention is the key, and next is, if you cannot prevent it, early detection, and if you detect any disease early, you can manage it much better with that before it goes into any serious complications.
Thank you for that, Doctor. Final question, what is your hope for Bengaluru in 2040?
Well, I do hope it is managed better. We have less pollution, less traffic, and obviously development without all the costs of development, because development is necessary, but it has to come with some kind of planning so that it doesn't reflect on the chaos that we are in.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for speaking, Doctor. That was Dr. Sudarshan Ballal for the third edition of the DH Bengaluru 2040 Summit. Stay tuned for more such videos.